Hi guys, Terry here. Terry Bartlett, Railman28 here. Welcome back to my channel. Now, before we get into this, good news is on this update video that I'm giving you all the updates. So, here's the update from me. So, as you all know, my channel hasn't been active lately. It hasn't. Well, only a few videos that I've posted on YouTube, which I have done. And 26th of February 2021, I've had my COVID jab. Here it is. Let me show it to you. Yep. That indicates I've had my first dose. Now I've got to wait 12 weeks for the second dose. Now, when I had it, it was in this arm right here. Now, when I've had it, I didn't feel a thing. It was a thin needle going right in and done. Even though I do feel it feels tense after you've had it, I had to wait 15 minutes because it's Pfizer. It was the Pfizer vaccine. It was the Pfizer one I had. So it's fantastic. And I like to thank the NHS staff nurses that were at Clapham Junction giving it to me. And thanks to them, I feel better. I feel a lot more better than I did before, to be honest. Even though I still got to take my usual medication for me hay fever and all that, and me asthma as well. And I'm glad that many people with learning disabilities are being recognised as vulnerable, thanks to the DJ, thanks to the Radio 1 DJ for doing that. Thanks to her. And hopefully she looked us up at Surviving Through Story. Now I thought I'd better tell Surviving Through Story that, because this is a shout out to them. I've had the jab, the Pfizer jab, waited 15 minutes, came back home, and I was okay after that. And I didn't have any reaction to it, not a problem at all. Now I've just got to let this vaccine kick in, and I should be fine. And hopefully by the time I've had my second dose, all restrictions will be lifted and get back to work. And I can hopefully get back to work at Stewart's Lane Depot, which I'm hoping to do. To get back on Clan Line to get her ready for her first ever Pullman train of 2021. Which should be fine, which should be okay. Even though we've got to still wear face masks as a precaution. That will be one key safe feature that we need to use. Keep ourselves safe and cover our faces up when we need to. And there you go. That's that done. And I'm hoping everyone's okay, and hope you're all doing well. And I've got 304 subscribers on my channel. And you notice one thing, I don't usually wear glasses. I'm not, because these glasses are protecting my eyes from strain from a screen strain. Protecting my eyes from strain. So these are usual eye protectors for when you look at screens on your computers, stuff like that. And I am changing slightly. I am changing slightly. I'm changing. I'm learning new stuff during lockdowns. I mean, the last lockdown, I wasn't too happy about the last lockdown. It didn't do me any good at all. It didn't do us people with learning disabilities any good either. It didn't do any good. Even though I saw a few steam trains back in 2020, which I'm glad that year is gone, and I'm glad this year is looking up. I've been to the WWE Thunderdome which is in Tropicana Field, Florida. I didn't actually go to Florida. I actually watched it from my laptop. And my webcam that I've got here. That I used that to go virtually to the event of Friday Night SmackDown. I enjoyed the first time. I spent about at the beginning of the year trying to get into it. Well, I started last year trying to get to it, but didn't have much luck because it kept getting full up too quickly. Kept getting like I didn't know how to use it, and then eventually I got there in the end to SmackDown. Now I'm starting with usual WWE SmackDown, like usual events like SmackDown, Raw, and so on. I did SmackDown, and I might try Monday Night Raw. Not tonight. Probably another week I'll try Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. One of those two, or maybe both. And I enjoy going to those events while it lasts, of course, before the crowds are allowed back into stadiums again. And that way you can actually meet and greet your favourite superstar. And I'd like to thank the WWE Universe, and I'd like to thank the people behind the scenes of WWE for making it possible. And I'd like to thank all of them for setting up the equipment, setting up the virtual boards, the screens to allow us so they can see us and we can see them, and hopefully we can see ourselves on TV as well. Even though I don't have the USA Network on my TV here in the UK, which is not possible, I'm afraid, not possible. But I can go on YouTube and find out if I am on there, which is really good. So I recommend going to WWE Thunderdome. I recommend trying it. It's fantastic. You get to wave, and you get. And I like to thank the moderators who we listen to, like saying "give big boos, guys" or something like that. When they say "give big boos" to the heel, to the bad guy who's playing the bad guy, and give big cheers for the good guys. Now, one thing that does bug me is that people brand WWE as fake wrestling. And that really is offensive. It really is offensive to say that. I mean, why do people say that? I mean, it's their own personal opinion, but you don't have to just brand it fake wrestling. It's not. Those are professional trained athletes who go through pain. They put their bodies on the line to entertain people. So I like to thank the superstars for entertaining us and putting their bodies on the line for us as well, just to entertain for our viewing. And it's all about telling stories, like storylines of how this person's going to get up and become a champion or something like that. That's the key factor of entertainment. On Fox, they trying to get up as many entertainment as they possibly can. And I am grateful that WWE are doing so good. And even though we've got WWE here in the UK, like we've got NXT UK, big shout out to them because they work at BT Sports Studios. I might consider myself working there, I suppose. Might consider that. Being a cameraman, operating a camera. Or being a referee or something like that. Counting the 1, 2, 3. Or just try and keep the superstars in line so they don't make a mistake. And I really do like them. I really do love WWE superstars. Even though I did have video games when I was young to create my own characters in WWE, like the Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man. I'm not the only one that does it. Everyone has done it. Everyone has done it. And I'd like to give a special big shout out to the Neidhart, Natalya, the greatest superstar of all time, and her uncle Bret the Hitman Hart. Big shout out to the Neidharts. Like big shout out to Natalya and her sister Jenny, who launched a YouTube channel back last year, which is fantastic. And I got to know Natty pretty well, and she loves my comments. I leave good, nicer comments, and she loves them. She even wished me a happy birthday on my birthday when she did a video that day. on the 4th of Jan, which I loved. And I'd like to say thank you for her for that. Thank you to her for that. Now I know she's going to be a bad guy in WWE, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who's a babyface or who's a heel. I just love them. That's it. It's all part of the story. It's all part of the entertainment. They have to get into their character, even though you actually miss the point of they're in character. So thanks to WWE for doing that, and big shout outs to Surviving Through Story and Generate, which I am now I'm a volunteer for Generate to help do the voices for them. I'm helping out as much as I can, and luckily enough, here's one more view for Generate. I've had my vaccine, which is the Pfizer one. I've had that, and that's a contribution to Surviving Through Story. This video, I'm now an advisor for that group. I hope I can find out who coped well during lockdowns, or what other people with learning disabilities did during their lockdowns. That's the key story. Now, I'll be glad once restrictions lift, but we can't be too optimistic about it, because we don't know what this virus can do. And who knows, the new variant can spread more quickly than the previous virus did. So we've got to be careful. We've got to keep an eye on the data that comes in, and keep going to get tested to make sure you don't have this new variant, or it hasn't spread quickly. But I've had my vaccine, so I should be fine. Even if I do catch COVID, the vaccine will do its job. You have to self-isolate for a week and let the vaccine fight off this virus. Just let it fight it off. But I do recommend those who haven't taken the vaccine yet, I recommend go and take it. It's important. It can save a life. So now, as you know, I haven't done any YouTube videos yet, as of yet, but you've seen the previous videos I did of rail tours I did with Clanline, the Black 5, and most of the other engines I've driven, like Mallard, one of the Just Train Day 4's Mallard, with a set of Pullmans. And there's one route I haven't got that's far too expensive for me. That is the Stainmore route from Steam Sound Supreme. I love to have that so I can drive the Ivet Mogul, and the standards, the new improved standard class locomotives, like the standard for Mogul, like the 76,000 and the 75,000 with double chimneys. And that's basically all there is to it. That's what I love, what I like to do. Have the Stainmore route eventually. And I will try and see if I can get some more locos. And plus, I am playing Train Sim World 2 on my PS4, which I'm having a go at playing, which is fantastic. I enjoy playing Train Sim World 2, despite, even though they're bringing steam engines to the route, they're trying to bring steam trains to the route. It will take time, but there's no specific date for when it gets released. You can't just give out dates. It'll probably might mislead, or that probably day wouldn't happen. You have to say it's coming. It will soon come. Don't know when, don't know how, don't know when, but it will come. It will come along. And plus, I like to give my thoughts on WWE so far this year. Now, they're bringing up as many bad guys as possible and many good guys as possible, like heels and baby faces. But to be honest, I'm not particularly impressed, because the amount of bad guys they're producing really is a bit off. It's a bit off. And And on SmackDown, they've got too many bad guys on SmackDown. They should bring in as many good guys to SmackDown. I mean, Apollo Crews, he just became a heel. You got Big E, who is a babyface, to do what he does best, to get challenges for his Intercontinental Championship. And many heels. There's far too many. That you got King Corbin, who's a heel, well, the most hated heel of all. And there's Roman Reigns, who's a heel, a bad guy. Sami Zayn, who's a bad guy. Now I know Natalia's a bad guy, but that she don't count. She doesn't count. She doesn't count. But Seth Rollins is a heel. That is way too much. I was hoping Seth Rollins was going to be a good guy again, but obviously he went back to being a heel. Sorry, but that's far too many. So if only they can change the storylines a little, so crowds can understand where it's coming from. I really want Seth Rollins to be a babyface again. I really want him to do that, so you can chant "Burn it down." And that's how I enjoyed Seth Rollins when he was a good guy. I enjoyed it before all this even happened, like the COVID-19 pandemic, the virus pandemic, and the many challenges that lay ahead, like into going towards like becoming a good guy, then reverting to a bad guy again. And I know Becky Lynch gave birth to her baby, which is fantastic, which Seth Rollins is grateful for. But I know for a fact that when she comes back, she's going to come back as a bad guy, as a villain. But that's okay. I'll still love them if they're good bad guys. It's all about telling stories, as Seth Rollins said before. It's all about telling stories. But Roman Reigns, I think it's about time he becomes a babyface again. Because I know for a fact, I know Roman Reigns is a good bad guy. He makes a perfect bad guy, to be honest. He makes a perfect villain. I mean, he was a villain before. He got many boos out of that. But I really want to ask one question. We must have more good guys than bad guys. Seriously, you must have more good guys than bad guys to get with the crowd, to allow them to cheer. But even though that's the WWE business for you, they do whatever they want to do. But I really would like to see more good guys. I know that Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are heels at the moment. Because I do know WWE superstar Paige Saraya, who is hoping to make an in-ring return, hopefully soon. Not saying when, because I don't want to give the game away. I don't know when, because I don't know. So I'm becoming good friends with Saraya. I'm going onto her Twitch. I want everyone, whoever's watching this update, please go onto Twitch, support my good friend Stephen, who's on Twitch, and please support Saraya. Go and support her. She's a WWE superstar. And also subscribe to the Neidharts. Subscribe to them, and also subscribe to Limitless Lady, which is Lacey Evans, the sassy Southern Belle, Lacey Evans. Now she's pregnant as well now, which is quite unexpected. Which is really unexpected. I was not expecting that at all. But it's good to have bad guys sometimes. But if you have too many bad guys, you need to reduce them down a little bit. Reduce them down to be as many good guys as possible. That depends on the writers. That depends on them. So I've enjoyed myself during lockdowns. Now back to my railway stuff as well as WWE. So please support WWE. If you're not a fan of wrestling, then that's up to you. So I would recommend watch WWE. It will give you some spirit and courage to watch it. It's fantastic. Now, on my railway stuff, on Train Simulator, I will do some more Train Sim videos as the days progress on. I do drive Clan Line sometimes on my Train Sim now with the Merchant Navy class Bully Pacifics, and I've got the rebuilt Light Pacifics, which is good as well. I've got them as well. I'm hoping to get more locos and hopefully more routes as well. But the Staymore route is one route I can't afford that. I really can't afford that. I wouldn't mind having it as a gift from someone. I would accept it because I really would like to fill in the gap of the Severn Valley Railway's fleet of the Ivet 4MT Mogul, which is the Flying Pig, which was 431. Oh, 43106 or 41306. Either one. I would love that. So thanks for watching, guys. Big shout outs to Natalia, the Nighthearts, Limitless Lady, Lacey Evans, and and big shout out to Up Up Down Down and OK Gamer, which is another WWE superstar, and NXT superstar, which is Jessamine Duke. Big shout out to her, and also big shout out to Trinidad, Zelina Vega. Big shout out to her for her YouTube channel. So next video after this will be a Train Simulator video run with 92203 Black Prince, the 9F Black Prince. Look out for that one. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and remember, stay at home, protect the NHS, save lives, and wait out to the next ease of restrictions. So stay safe, and as I said, get yourself vaccinated. It would save lives. Please get vaccinated, which would be helpful. So stay safe, guys, and see you again real soon.